Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Pikminmaster123, and today we are finally going back into StarCraft 2 replays. On our first team, we have whatANY Braces Boy, Dyeoman, and shadownight versus unknown name, Pen, the dreaded Teamkiller, and myself. This is an old 2020 Concord LE game on version 4.11.4.7828. Now, you might be wondering, why am I showing such an old video? Because this video has one of the most well-known multiplayer players inside of it. This man right here is indeed the one and only Teamkiller. Well known for stabbing literally everyone in the back and killing them off. Along with Yamato. These are the two main people that are dreaded on the multiplayers 4v4 matches. And today we have a good matchup. Barracks. Teal's going early economy, as well as a strange block off for some reason. Normally you block off this area. Purple is getting a lot of out. E is going sky toss. Blue's not doing anything. One gas, this early 2 gas basically tells you this is sky toss right here. They're definitely getting air units. Let's see, other side of the map, we got fast bear. They're going air or heavy gas, could be mech. We have another Protoss with double gas already. Probably another sky toss. Lack of double gas, but only a forge. They're going pretty heavy frontal defense, that's good. Yellow is expanding a lot. Yeah. Fast factory right here. And this is me when I was absolute garbage. So yes, this is one of my worst games. And you will not see me covering myself. Like at all. Anyways. Pylon over here. Maybe he wants to do the full wall off. Get like all of this too. Kinda strange. You don't see that happen very often. Especially on this map. Purple is not doing... Blue finally did something. And it's double gas. And CC. Probably going air. If I'm looking at this late stuff. Finally getting expansion. Green already have 3 expansions. And orange. 2 greedy people on this team. Oh, we're getting 2 factories and starport already out. Yeah, he's definitely going mech at this point. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, I mean, this is pretty standard for Terran. Siege tank already in the front. Another command center probably wants to gold base. Looks like Teal's getting a full wall off. Twilight and double forge already out. Yep, he has a full. Yeah, I think that's a full wall off. Pen is pinging over near this area. Apparently he wants photon turrets. Well, sadly for him, that is all I did back during this time. I was very heavy defense. I should not have been that heavy defense, but I'm just saying. I still build many photons whenever I'm building. On the same time, blue is rushing 3 bases after it's a late start in eBay. And, yeah, a lot of supply depots. And, let's see, fleet beacon? No, a robo. That's actually surprising that he's going double robos on top of this. And, yep, here come the void rays. Classic. Yellow already pushing out the mech tank. Also some widow mines mixed in here. Teamkiller has not team killed anyone, which is very special because this is one of the few games he did not necessarily sabotage his team. It's very surprising when you see Teamkiller actually play. But there have been some instances where this man decided not to ruin the game for everyone. Anyways, still very heavy mech coming out from yellow. Finally getting the upgrades through. Yellow did take the gold base, and he is putting all of his defenses around it like he should. No gold base from this team yet. Actually, blue already expanding across to this area early on. Finally getting the starport out. Already 3 bases for red, 3 for teal. Blue also has 3, although he almost has 200 supply and has not built a single actual combat unit. Yep. Production, all 3 upgrades coming out for teal here. He does get the Dark Shrine early on. Lots of upgrades. Oh, sorry, I skipped the army upgrades. Lots of upgrades here. Faster Widow Mines. Blue Flame. We might see the mag field, but I don't think that was what people really went for it back then. Lack of air, actually. Things are going quite slow for purple over here, which is good for our team. Or the team that I was on. Blue going multiple starports. And they're not looking like they're getting any other units. It could only be one thing. Battle cruiser operational. Teamkiller meeting over here, trying to rally the team. Surprisingly, DT is already warping in. Normal blink, enhanced shock waves for ghosts. This Ghost Academy is actually kind of surprising, because people also do not really go ghost, especially with hero Zerg players on the enemy team. Teamkiller, basically all ground Protoss with no upgrades. Quite the force coming up here though. Teamkiller though has 0 upgrades, like most of his games. Because he decides to, you know, kill the entire team. Yeah, lots of heavy defense up north here. Not much over here, just 2 photon turrets. Blue base is very open. Yellow really likes expanding. Probably gonna make this a planetary. Teal expanding up north. And DT's coming straight down the middle. There is a detection right here. Widow Mine hits, although it doesn't get through the seal. It looks like we have 2 engagements at the same time right here. It appears that I decided to move my units into the wall. I don't know why I did this, but it apparently that's what I decided to do at the same time. This is being attacked, which is unfortunate. Red and all this PTS. 2 medevacs for 38 Marines and 6 Siege Tanks. DT's on offense is pretty good. I don't think there's any detection over here actually. Yeah, no direct detection, so the only one who can do anything would be Yellow with his orbital commands. Although, does he have any power? Oh, this is very bad for him. Actually, for everyone in this little area. With no detection and DT's on the field, it's always terrible. Purple surprisingly not doing that much. As you can see, I am very trash at this game. Yes, I was very trash at 2020. From Orange, he has a whole fleet over here getting ready. Also, for some reason, this man decided to go upgrades for something he would never get, which is normal infantry units. He decided never to build any this entire game. He's gonna get that Yamato soon. Ghosts are getting ready though, and the nukes are about to be in production. Although he's only getting 1 so far. Kind of pretty average game so far. Yeah, all these ghosts are picking everyone off right now. Although, move command on all the voidways, if you didn't catch that. Purple had decided to be stupid and decided to move command all the voidways all over here. They were getting absolutely destroyed. I mean, you can play that. Yeah, all the voidways got destroyed. All the infantry got destroyed. They did not target the siege tanks, but then they could have targeted the siege tanks. The massive amount of Dark Templars. Although, know, getting all but one of the void rays in that is pretty good. Yeah, these are DTs. They're right here on the field. There's also DTs here. They killed the guy's expansion. Thors are coming out. That's good for anti-air. Getting others infantry besides for DTs. Nuke still coming out. Planetary getting down on the field. Tier 3 and Tier 2 upgrades all over here. There's definitely going to be a warp with these warp prisms. 4 void ways at the same time here. Fusing core going out for the mech player. DT going out for Teamkiller. He also has stargates and robotics facilities. Although he's not really going them for the immortals. This area just got scanned. Red is moving up the line. They have quite the defense over here. They have less seed stings. Well, the seed stings are not One tank for that type of army is absolute trash. That was a terrible engagement for our team. At the same time, DT's right here, coming up for Teamkiller. There's no active detection. DT detection right here. Red building up their forces again. Purple finally getting out. The Zealot Voidway is pretty good. But if you YOLO'd all those Zealots, the Voidway is better. And you know, they didn't get 2 siege tanks. And 2 siege tanks for that, not bad. Yeah, they're breaking into this place pretty fast. We don't mind though. No scams. At the same time across the map, wait a minute. Oh, I didn't even see this. At the same time across the map, a prism has snuck into the main base of Teamkiller. DT's warping in, as well as Zealots. At the same time, it appears that Teamkiller is trying to keep Blue's base at the bottom. But his own main base is getting destroyed, as well as the majority of his production, as well as all of his production here at his secondary base about to be absolutely destroyed. There is no defense here. Yellow has pulled back all of his forces after his A move onto this location. There is no detection except for this one observer by there is only one observer here. But there is basically no detection already here, no defenses, no turrets. Teamkiller has left the game. There is Banties on the game. But Teamkiller has left the game. Most of his stuff is going to be absolutely destroyed. He only has a couple of probes left that us, the teammates, can't use his full supply unless we keep him alive. Which means he has 200 plus supply that our team could desperately use if needed. At the same time, his entire base is now gone. There's nothing left. There are Widowman. Snuck in the back line. At the same time, there is an offensive going on right here on outer base. It is going down. He is moving all the units possible. But he's not targeting any of the carriers. And this is back when this carrier, Spider is the carrier, had a higher target price than the carrier itself. So he was not targeting. At the same time, he's going up as well as Yamato. More carriers coming out there. It appears the air fleet is finally being built over here. Blue! A massive battle cruiser warp going on right here. Tactically jumped right in there. Although right on top of it, part of him, he is able to get a base, but he's not even targeting the base. He's targeting the production. That makes no sense. At the same time, Purple has gone in for the I cannot cover all this at one time. I'm going to have to rewind everything. So what happened here? Apparently purple did not have a good time. The main engagement in the main base went pretty well in my opinion. And right here, purple is going in to kill yellow right here. This guy destroyed pretty hard with the move command. This is insane. He's constantly move commanding everywhere. Now the Widow Mine, that was his fault. Just walking in there and letting everything hit there a little bit longer than you need to. That was. He's being attacked right here. I have my fleet here. Apparently I have noticed it. Although very slow. For some reason bringing the Immortals in. Yeah, those are quickly dealt with. Although I'm also making the same mistake of not attacking. But he is not target prioritizing any of the carriers, so he is constantly targeting the non-armored fighters, and his entire army goes down. So it appears that's why he decided to quit the game. Giving all of his allies his money, Yellow actually, with the counterattack, attacking all of the enemy team's main base, taking down their, well, these are pretty mined out, but still, taking down their economy. Besides that, they don't have much outer economy. Well, this is finally being built, but yellow is now doing rapidly. Teal trying to rebuild on this side of the map a little bit. Yellow still attacking. Yellow warping in here. Blue apparently warped in to attack this other battlefield. He has 0 upgrades on this. Yellow. You have 0. That's very bad. He actually almost lost that battlefield. It was for Red's 3-3-3, almost done. Yeah, that's 4 seconds away. More coming out for Orange. A larger carrier fleet here. Finally getting 3-3-3 for the Protoss. He probably could have used it. Actually, no, not even 3-3-3. Yes, 0 into Seals for some reason. Although he is getting a lot of sips out. He's warping across the map. Also, finally getting his first Terran sip weapon upgrade. Here's Romano. Yellow desperately trying to build. All failed. I have officially noticed that blue has warped in way too late in my opinion. Yellow F2ing yet again all of his stuff back in the base. He cannot tactical jump for at least 33 more seconds. There is no way he is getting out of this. He is sandwiched between carriers and Vikings. At the same time, more planetary fortresses coming out. Orange is making an attack on the base. He has lost the base like 3 times already. Red coming down to try and fight this. I would not with just that. You're not even taking all of your air units. Nuke coming down. He has 1 nuke. A singular one. Nuke is now officially out of range. Orange is still pulled back, and it looks like he canceled the nuke. At the same time, Orange is coming back to defend yellow base. Red is trying to mine with what little he has left. Teal also running out of minerals. It looks like blue is trying to make another expansion now. Question is, where is he heading to? At the same time, yellow is coming back down north. Teal is not going to be able to get this base. He better cancel this, or else he's going to be wasting a lot of minerals that he really does not have. And he did cancel, that's great for him. Although he really does not have any minerals left. At the same time though, blue has warped into yellow base in order to try and kill what's left of some of his production right here. 2 starports on that. He really wants 2 starports. It appears I have just noticed this. You know, I cannot tell you why I decided to make Phoenixes. this is a terrible match. You know what? These things do auto-target on the Phoenix rather than the builder. Maybe not my worst match. Although he is gonna get absolutely destroyed. He cannot work out for another 34 more seconds. We know how this works. Although at the same time, Red has a nice defended area here, especially with all of Teal's heavy walling. Yeah, that's it. Teal's heavy walling. Siege tank now moving back down here. Some Banshee's not strong, but that doesn't really matter. Banshee's still can do a lot of damage while being harassed. Blue making an effort to go back to try and harass Yellow a little bit more, because he has a ton of production. Although he's not really using it much besides for the production as main base. Where's the other place? Well, this is producing. It appears these haven't been producing that much though. He's mainly been using this, to be honest. Lots of Thors and siege tanks coming out. Besides, he also has a lot of bases around the map. Same with Orange, although they're both doing very costly builds. So Yellow is slowly trying to break into here. Not at the range area. Yeah, they cannot hit each other where they are right this second. Although they were picked off by the DTs, there's nothing they can do about that. Both these bases under attack. Yellow's doing something about Purple's old base. Purple's not in the game anymore, so that doesn't mean too much. Blue did target fire down the Starport right here. Before aiming. Although he is now heavily outdone. He is about to be taken out very quick. Although a lack of upgrades on my part is really making this a little bit slower, because we did decide to get armor running. Armor is very useful here. Teal cleans up north by hand Blue using what's left of his battle cruiser at the home base to try and take on Vikings. Vikings versus battle cruisers does not go the way you would expect in StarCraft 2, especially the current and any version basically, except if we're going pre-alpha. Owen is taking down the last wall, and he is going to be breaking all these things. Not hit here because Marines and Stalkers over here. Why is he still keeping the siege tanks over here? They're just, yeah, about to be absolutely destroyed. Yellow also killing what's left. Purple, hopefully moving on to blue. 3 new battle cruisers up here. This is just an absolute bloodbath over here. These are gonna get killed because inside of here are skip buildings. One battle cruiser already destroyed for that. It's kinda wild. Lots of probes coming down here. Still getting Phoenixes. Yeah, that's critical right here. They're not even attacking. Red already leaving the game. Well, it's kind of fair. He is getting absolutely destroyed. Teal and Blue are the only 2 players remaining. Blue still desperately trying to get out more battle cruisers, hoping it will work. Although he's been doing the same tactics this entire game. Red's entire base is gone. All that's left of Blue, and whatever is left of Blue, which is not much at this point. Blue, yet again, desperately trying to kill Orange. Stargate. Stargate. And now he's trying to come down to kill mine production. And there are a lot of photon cannons here, as well as some Phoenixes left over. You know, it would be hilarious if these Phoenixes actually got a kill. I doubt they're going to get it, but it would still be hilarious. Although, photon bird might be able to get one. More Phoenixes coming back from the middle of the map. They were able to kill a battle cruiser. That's hilarious. Wait, are they gonna be able to kill a second one? No, but the stalker was. A little bit clean up right there. No warping on my part. Kind of bad, but also you're able to Q stuff. And yeah, all the starports were, or stargates were cleaned up. However, Blue is gonna lose. He was left alone long enough to actually retreat. That's surprising. Where did he? No, I'm actually confused right now. Running straight back in here to try and Yamato the mothership. And absolutely failing. Oh, he must have already got repaired. But yeah, he absolutely threw that one. I have no clue how he did not do anything to that mothership. Already getting a battle position for an instant game. These Tempests are nothing to laugh about. Although he did get one here. Lots of turrets up here. Tons of missiles going out. Although it doesn't appear that this man cares very much at the same time. You know, Teal really wanted to get some stuff out. He got a little bit out, but it wasn't enough, and he has only one shield upgrade, which is kind of the reason why he lost so badly in some of these engagements. Teal finally leaving the game, leaving us with Mr. Battlefield himself, who decides to punch all three of the game. That's it. Game over. Orange basically the powerhouse, same with yellow. Teamkiller actually having a game where he does not team kill is very surprising. And I would say the other team did pretty well, except Purple quit too easily. Red, he had a lot of Marines, a lot of infantry, but the problem is that's also what Teal was doing. So it kind of became redundant. Teal didn't have very good late game units. And Blue only went battle cruisers, which is not even a very good unit for late game. It's more of a harassment unit, which he was using it as. But the problem is we constantly basically had stuff at the base to repel him. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to like, subscribe, and check out some of these other videos you see on the screen right now. Bye guys.